here, I'll take Puffer.
No, don't you sing. Shh. Be surprised. Bill's first.
Here they go.
Surprise!
About you.
You know, the only thing that I wondered.
Oh, okay,
Hello,
let's
Puffer. Hello.
I didn't let the cat out of the bag, did I?
No, the only thing I wondered is how is Bill going to surprise Karen? Because he's been doing these surprise things, you know. It's going to be something different. Oh, okay. Hi, Karen. Wonderful, wonderful. Hi, Liz. How are you?
And you showed up in Phoenix for their birthday.
Sure.
Wow, it's very difficult to keep that a secret.
I almost blew it.
Dan almost blew it.
I was telling you about our itinerary. Our itinerary.
He's the one who told you we were coming through Illinois.
Well, I knew you were going to Illinois, though. Weren't you see your mom and everything?
Yep, that's what we
Yeah.
are eventually.
Oh, you mean that wasn't part of the original plan?
But no, it's sort of all.
You're still going to Florida, though.
We've already
You've
been
already
there.
been there.
You're on the way back.
We're on our way back.
Did you really know this?
Yes.
Of course he did.
They saw you in San Francisco.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were afraid. I was afraid Sophie's going to let the cat out of the bag.
You were just in San Francisco.
2 months ago, on my way back from Hawaii.
You know where Lois was out of the bag? I was talking to Grandma.
Mother.
Okay,
hold on a second. She was going to get on the phone right after I finished talking.
Yeah.
So I kind of put
Brian the cameraman.
Your stinkers, every last one of you.
Family room.
Yeah, go into the next
Go in the
room.
family room.
Oh my goodness!
Look this.
You gotta look up.
Where did you get them?
Turn around. Come over here and turn around and look up. This is great.
Where did you get that? Where on earth did that come? I don't know. I've never seen that before. It isn't me. It isn't me. Where on earth did you get that picture?
We've got a couple of high school friends that we contacted.
Good Lord, this has been an ongoing project.
Just slightly.
Yeah, how many months? Oh, I don't want to look at those. That's what I need. Holy smokes. We
How
can
about you climbing a tree?
Oh yeah, you know that was at my grandpa's farm. That was my grandpa's farm
Oh,
in
you want to
Oregon.
look through the album.
Holy smokes.
Which one's the other? In there. That's you, right?
Oh, this is Sister, what was the name of that? Was it three?
Now I stand on your toes.
When did you get in, Jackie?
That's your camera?
Oh,
How
okay.
did it go? Did you have any trouble?
No, well, I had to change flights over to one to Midway.
Oh, you went to Midway?
Yeah.
They stayed there.
So away we went.
When did? Oh,
Yeah, he's finished.
Yeah.
but I thought you, that he had called you from Denver. Sophie, what are you doing here? Oh, what's this really surprised?
Wilma.
Here's
Shut your mouth, child.
Hey, Billy.
Oh, no, I haven't.
If you were trying to hide
Well, I'm
this
glad you
birthday,
were here. I'm glad you made it. Just in time.
Whoa, good. hiding.
Better not.
Actually,
She was having trouble.
Didn't tell him I told you about this.
No, well, I'm keeping it quiet. Thank you. Who else is in there?
That's all you get.
That's your only other surprise for the evening. How do you feel that that's
I
overwhelming?
wouldn't trust you.
Oh, well.
You know your mother, though, she's gonna get even.
Yes, remember that. Say it again, John.
what's happening?
How did you get here? Oh, that.
I like that.
Isn't that creepy? That look like anybody you know?
I think so.
Yeah.
No, that's
Portland
important.
somewhere?
That's the Immaculata. It's out
Oh,
on the
Lord.
side of the building, and I can't remember what this is all about.
I can't remember where it was.
You did it well.
Down,
What parish was it?
So this one is down, these two.
Guest room on it, because I
Now, she looks a lot like
Venture between.
There you go. I'm the bartender.
Make,
Hi, Dick. I'm Bill Craig. What can I get you?
vocabulary down to
So that's where it's got to start being
Where do you get the chance to go live in immersed in culture? That's not for work, right? That's not here to work.
Say hi, Billy.
This is Ronnie. Ronnie Langton, this is Dick.
Hi, Dick. Now, which one is Okay, this is it. You're on.
Oh.
Introduce yourself, Karen.
Introduce myself. Hi.
And Brian.
I'm Karen.
Hi, I'm Brian.
And I'm Dan.
Our mother. We're here to celebrate her 65th birthday.
Oh, those nasty numbers.
But she can't hide it from us anymore. We know she's not 21. She's tried for many years to tell us that, but this is it. So we have a little tale to tell about Wilma. Wilma Alice, that is.
True, true.
Okay.
Regrettably, but true.
Yes, okay. Are you ready?
All right, are you reading this now?
Yes, we're going to start.
Page 1.
Okay. I do.
These pages are not numbered.
You don't need the numbers, I'm white, okay, all right. There once was a girl named Wilma Alice who hated her name with malice. She cried, "This is silly, I'd rather be Billy." And so came to be known by that new acronym. But all still loved and thought kindly of her, even though her new name created a stir. Come, let us tout what her life's been about, and hope that you'll see this was meant to be a loving roast from our party host.
That's great. You didn't write that.
Yes. Of course I did.
Last 2 months.
You thought there's 9 pages to go.
Okay, on with the show.
Okay. From Portland she came in the far northwest, where her forefathers crossed the country to make their nest. During the trips to see her family on the farm, it's a wonder her brothers came to no harm. For a rumor has it she hoarded her candy all along the drive, leaving her tormented brothers only to cry. For she would savor each and every last little bite, though she'd already told them she had none left, vowing with all her might.
True.
She still
I
does
swear.
that.
Well, here is what Brother Gene has to say.
You asked about your mother, and I can only tell you the truth. She was the best of sisters. She was the worst of sisters. I remember being on the Holy Redeemer School playground. I was about 10 years old, at least 45 pounds at 3 feet 6 inches, and being beat upon by Big Herman Mayer.
Herman Mayer, yes. Nasty boy, that Herman Mayer.
About 12 years old, but in the same grade, 140 pounds, 5 feet 8 inches tall, and strong. Along came my protector. Who might that be? She came running with a bright light in her eyes and an umbrella in her hand. The light in her eyes didn't bother Herman, but that umbrella scared him to death. He ran away, badly bruised, so fast and so far, I don't think he showed up for class for a week.
That's true. It really is.
She's proud.
Have you heard this, John?
No?
Oh.
I'm learning some secrets. I know the gal for that umbrella.
Oh, he was
Up the
nasty.
front seat of the car.
Well, now,
She's handy.
now she's got one of those that open up automatically. I remember going to the farm. Our grandparents lived in McMinnville.
This
What
is
is-
still Gene, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What is now a 45-minute drive was, in a 1931 Oldsmobile touring car, a 2-hour trip each way. Mom, in an obvious effort to keep us quiet, gave us each at the start of the trip a large butter horn. This was so unusual that it boggles my mind even today. After a mile and a half, my brothers and I had only one bite left. Billy crossed her heart and hoped to die and swore hers was gone. We took our last bite, and she tormented us for the next 30 miles by taking very small, deliberate bites from the butter horn she had hidden under the blankets.
He was in the front seat. He wouldn't know about it.
And you did that too.
You better read back here. What's that? Let's see. Yeah.
Billy also helped me when I was picking prunes while standing on the rail of the picket fence.
He loved those crutches.
Vern was crying, a not uncommon occurrence, because his shoe was untied. I jumped over the pickets in order to help him. Billy had refused. I jumped, but not far enough. My pants leg came down over the picket, and there was the most god-awful sound, like the pulling of a very rusty nail. I looked at Billy and said, "Did the picket come off?" She didn't bother to reply, but she did kick the picket. It was solid as a rock. Now I was crying, a very common occurrence,
That's for sure.
and I yelled, "Then I broke my leg." And I would probably have killed her. After all, it was her fault. But Mom insisted on washing the foot of my broken leg while en route to the hospital.
I believe that too.
It hurt so bad I couldn't remember for a while whose fault it was. Billy arranged one of my first dates. A Croatian girl named Helen Erceg? Erceg. Helen
Oh, what do you
Erceg.
know?
I met her before I met you.
She was nice but smelled of garlic.
That's why I married you.
She smelled like onions.
You never did that earlier. Okay, carry on.
I still see Helen occasionally since we live in the same parish. She chose to marry someone else, thank God.
Me too.
She married a real kook, and she's a little weird herself. Your mother did start me off right, however, since I did eventually marry a Croatian. She is not a kook, and neither is her husband. In self-defense, when she eats garlic, so do I.
That was good. That was good. Oh, you're not through?
Oh, no.
We're both
Yes.
brother here.
Which one?
Well,
Her brother or yours? We will truly miss the big party. If we had not just been to Chicago, New York, and Washington, D.C., we probably could have made it. Now the only hope is a lottery win, and we are not holding our breaths. We are enclosing a family picture, which I am sure will bring back some fond memories, fond question mark memories. We know you will have a great time, even without us, but really wish we could be there. I do know that if you want your mother to have a really good time, all you have to do is find a room with a chandelier, get her a kitchen stool, and tell her to go pick cherries.
What does that
Now,
mean?
what does that mean?
I have no idea.
Sounds kinky.
I have no idea. That's the truth.
You really don't know?
I really
What does
don't.
it mean?
We're gonna have to
Probably
find
like
out.
to pick
Yeah.
cherries.
We're gonna
They
talk
probably
to
enjoy
Jean.
picking
Jean's
cherries.
next, yeah, okay.
We could
All
call
right.
him up and ask.
Oh, do you know?
I know his number.
I'm very curious. I don't know what
It's only 6:20 then.
Anyway,
Oh.
next, back out on the farm, okay? Back out on the farm, her newly widowed grandfather decided that his dinners might be better off without his granddaughter's father. For during the 2 weeks she decided he needed her recipes to try, Grandpa soon came to realize he was better off with other relatives nearby. Here's what high school friend Gertrude
Oh, I
remembers.
haven't. I know what she's gonna say.
I'm Gertrude.
Well, the size matches anyway.
Oh, Jim. I didn't know that, Jim.
Yeah, true. Hurry up, I gotta know what she's gonna say.
Stop!
I can tell you what she's gonna say. Want me to tell you? No.
Okay.
No, I
Billy and I became fast friends in high school at what was then called Immaculata, and later was renamed Marycrest. We had very small classes, 17 or 18 one year. I wonder if Billy remembers the book we had to read. Just read. I don't think there was any discussion. That stated a young girl went out in a car with a young man, unescorted, and 9 months later had a baby.
No discussion though, we don't talk about it.
That plus another reading for the biology class on Mendel's Law of Heredity took care of our sex education.
That's right. True.
The pictures with the rural setting were taken at her grandfather's farm near McVinville. Her grandmother died during her junior year in May, and as soon as school was out, we went out for 2 weeks to take care of Grandpa. Neither one of us knew how to cook, so after 1 week there, her grandfather started visiting other relatives at noon and at 5 p.m.
That's the truth.
Billy and I went to the Catholic USO during World War II, where her mother was a senior hostess. That's where she met your father. I remember that evening. John escorted us home to Billy's by bus, and then started dating them. One of the letters from Billy right after they were married tells about their dismay when they found just a single bed in their apartment. Another letter when she perfected her meatloaf after apparently many mishaps.
Yeah.
This is, you know anything about vulcanizing tires?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
She said to ask.
Wow.
Well, I'm not gonna tell, but I do know.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna let you off the hook easy. I don't know what the heck that would be. I'm so sorry I can't be there, but I hope to hear how it goes. Truly yours, Gertrude. Trudy.
Trudy Flynn.
Trudy Flynn.
Right, yeah, okay.
That meatloaf really wasn't a meatloaf, as I remember.
What was it?
That's how they both
Was it the
measure
miss-
tires.
That was long, skinny sausages. She was cooking these things, one of the first meals we had, and these sausages were wiggling, and she screamed.
Forgot that.
I remember, I was hungry that night.
I ate it anyway.
You know what Trudy and I did do though out on my grandpa's farm? We decided we were gonna bake bread. We didn't know beans about cooking. And I don't know how we got this dough together, but we took it and he came running in the house from the barn or something, and we didn't want him to see what we were doing, so we stuck it in the oven. And then forgot all about it. 2 days later, we opened up the oven, here was this bread. The poor man, I don't know how he's really survived.
At noon and 5, you found other relatives.
We were awful, just terrible. The poor man. Oh well, shall we go on? Where are we now? Okay.
Bravely she once ventured from Portland with eyes shining bright. Just 2 young ladies off for adventure, traveling all night. They went on quite a trip on the Shasta train to San Francisco to give the big city their name. Mary Seats tells us about the trip.
First of all, I must say that if my children were giving me a surprise 65th birthday party, I think I would disown them.
Yes, yeah, I must speak to her about that, yes.
We know that we are neither 65 nor approaching that age ever. And all kidding aside, however, I know it will be a lot of fun for you, for your mom, and knowing her sense of humor, she'll enjoy every minute of it. You'll appreciate this humor by reading the old Christmas card I have enclosed. I am sorry that some of it is unreadable, but you can get the idea. Yes, we were once that young and silly. I am also enclosing some snaps from our high school year stand, some from the first big trip to San Francisco in 1943 during the war years. We took the Shasta Daylight train and traveled all night, which was quite an experience in itself for 2 native girls visiting the big city. We stayed with a friend of mine, formerly from Portland, and her husband. Your mom and I knew a couple of the sailors stationed at Treasure Island, and this was rather nice since it gave us escorts during our stay in San Francisco.
Surprising more.
All in all, it was a fun experience, and we enjoyed it very much. Your mom may have most of these pictures, but in any event, you may keep them and give them to her. I didn't know your mom until high school and was attracted to her because of her wittiness and fun to be around. She was very well liked in high school, and we all had such a great fun in those days. We were was a very small class, 19 graduated. And because of the size, we all were very close. Your mom and I remained friends and have kept in touch during the holidays and our class reunion in 1982. After your mom married and left Portland, I kept in regular touch with your grandmother and caught up on all the news of your mom. We have all traveled in different directions, and it is fun to recall old friends and old memories. I'm sorry that this party will be so far removed from most of us, but I hope it will be a big success for all. My husband and I will be coming to Illinois, Clinton and Decatur in September for his 50th class reunion. It is too bad that these dates couldn't have coincided. It wouldn't have been fun to attend both. Say hello to your mom and dad for us. Mary Seats.
Mary Seats is the one who sent the picture that we blew
Yeah, I
up.
still
Oh,
can't figure
yeah.
out where that, what that was all about. She can't figure out what it was.
Shall we go on?
That was
Shall we
nice.
go on? Shall we go on?
Please,
Oh,
please.
yeah. All right. Enter Prince Charming, John Ritchie by name.
I'm glad you named him.
Bachelor number 1, bachelor number 2.
A dashing young man of naval officer fame. He went to the Catholic USO during World War II for a rest, but instead met Billy, the daughter of the Grand Senior hostess. He swept her off her feet and took her away to far-off New York to start their family and stay. Their New York friends, the Rizzies, sent us wonderful pictures to enjoy. Over there, of what good times they had at Lake George, showing Billy being coy. Take a look and tell me if you do not agree that a model Billy was meant to be. Pictures also come from the piazzas, showing Billy at a birthday party and a wedding. I guess if there's a celebration around, that's where party animal Billy will be headed. Their family began with bouncing baby boy Dan, who smiled to reveal a face that looked like Brother Neil. There were pictures where he looked just like him.
True.
That's right.
But you grew out of that.
Yeah.
You outgrew it, aren't you glad?
So I had to grow the beard just to cover that.
Otherwise, we couldn't tell the difference.
No. And when Karen arrived and began to thrive, it was apparent her hair just wasn't there.
That's true, true.
Okay.
Scratch tape for the rubber, for the bowl on her head.
But so lonesome was she for her Oregon family that a thought once unthinkable crept into her mind. Why, her husband's employment could be quite a find. With stiff upper lip and barf bag in hand, she boarded the plane and said goodbye to the land. Across the country she traveled, although quite unraveled. With young Dan and baby Karen and many stops on the way, it was not her idea of a pleasant day.
It wasn't first class either. That's
Flying standby made it quite a trip, especially since she was always getting sick.
right. True.
Bravely she...
It's just the prose is so nice.
Oh,
Bravely she persevered and still continues to fly, but only with a fresh bag nearby. This is true. Get a purse.
yes. Yes.
Oh my, John's been transferred. Say goodbye to New York. And they packed the bags and children and were off to a new port. It was to Denver, Colorado that they finally did move, and it was there that, once again, they did increase their brood. Welcome baby Brian. Why, he's barely crying. He was very good, as if he understood how hard it was with the ages of her children three, for it made it seem like each was being raised separately. Always said that.
Yes, right.
Friends there remember Billy as always being cool and calm, especially when Dan decided Karen's hand to harm.
In the garage door.
It wasn't my fault.
To this day, he says it.
Immediate reaction, Dan. Just sharp as a tack.
I know.
What were you doing on that bench anyway?
You asked me that earlier.
We've been through this. Here's how the Wagners remember it.
Dear Billy, happy birthday greetings to our former super neighbor in your Inglewood, Colorado days. Enjoyed our coffee breaks together. Enjoyed your contagious and happy laughter. Overall, you were calm and collected. But do you remember your anguish the day Danny closed the garage door on Karen's fingers and we rushed her to the emergency room at the Swedish hospital and then was told to take her to her own doctor? All turned out okay and you turned calm again. I think of another time when you rushed over to have me help when you found a tick in Karen's scalp. Again, all turned out okay and you settled down and you were calm and collected. A nice nature of yours. Your being a happy, pleasant neighbor was special to us. Thank you for the nice memories. Now you can collect Social Security. Your 21st birthday has long passed. It was fun for you dreaming youngs for so long anyway. Sorry we couldn't be with you to celebrate, but we will drink a toast to you here, wishing you a super 65th birthday and continued happy and healthy days always. A big hello to John, Danny, Karen, and Brian. Billy, enjoy a very happy get-together with all your family and friends, and God bless you and yours. Much love, Muriel and Dennis. Vince.
Yeah. That was nice. That was our next door neighbor.
Yeah.
Do I need any further defense of the hands?
And throw that in. once, but twice.
Twice, right,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Did you have
right.
a fish up in your foot last year?
Official?
Gee, we've forgotten that.
Why, I don't know. Must have been him.
I got the scar here in the same town. But
Did you
pea
really?
gravel on the street.
Oh,
Right.
That's where
Yeah.
you leaned on the bee.
No, it wasn't feet, I was in fourth, that was the scar.
The whole family.
Susie, you're getting at anything. What'd you do?
Okay. What's this? Move again? The baby's newborn. And they packed up and moved again, very forlorn. Father and older son took off, leaving the family out west. For the house in Illinois was not ready yet. What do you mean the house isn't finished? Live in a motel? And as I recall, it was shared living.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you were right.
Yes.
You recall properly.
Imagine if you can, all in one room, our entire family brood. Picture a scene not very inviting, with Dan and Karen, of course, always fighting, right? And baby Brian in a drawer. Please, no more. So when the house was done, they packed in a hurry and scurried right on over to Drury. They made good friends there. The Nealons were one pair who give you their best wishes and wish they could be here. Who give you their best and wish they could be here as we all reminisce. Somewhere around
We understand.
Close, okay, close, okay. And then they moved again to San Francisco by the bay, left with only one child, at last a place to stay. For love had blossomed when Dan met Mary Ann, and for a while they settled on Illinois land. And Karen, who loves hot weather and hates the chill, believe it or not, with husband Bill, lives there still. In San Francisco they danced the nights away, a sight very rare. Never was there such a square dancing pair. There's a tale of how they waited with Eleanor, all the while parked, without even caring at all that it was dark. Here's how Eleanor tells it. Jackie?
We met Billy when we were learning to square dance. Since that time, many of my happiest and most treasured memories are associated with her. We've had innumerable evenings of fun square dancing at Beresford or at hoedowns or on weekend excursions. There was the evening we went down to dance to Bill Davis with Billy and John and sat in the car in a dark parking lot waiting for the lights to come on. They never did, and the dance was canceled. There have been many evenings after square dancing at the College of San Mateo, Carlmont, or Cubberley that we have come back to the Ritchie house for wine and fun. Then there are all the good parties we have enjoyed. Along with them are the good sailing trips. Billy seldom was out on the boat, but she was always waiting for us when we came back to the dock. Our sailing trip up to Stockton in 1983, when some of us went by boat and some by car, is the most memorable excursion, but there have been many other shorter ones, and Billy is always part of the memory. After Vaughn retired, Monday was our day to go out for lunch. One Monday, we happened to see Billy and a friend in Burlingame looking for a place to have lunch, so they joined us. After that, our fun and games lunches were always more fun if Billy could be with us, and we had many happy Mondays together. For the past 2 years, Billy has been my greatest support. Her concern, her cheerful company, and her many telephone calls have kept my spirits up and helped me through the dreary days. To meet her for a cup of tea after she leaves work or go for a walk are times that mean a great deal to me. When the telephone rings and it is Billy, the world instantly looks brighter. If she suggests something, I am ready to go. I count Billy's friendship as one of the most valuable assets. She is absolutely the best.
Oh, how sweet lady. She is. She just lost her husband about a year ago, and it's been a hard time for her. That was nice. You know Eleanor, Jack? Sure.
Ah, vacation time is at hand. Let's see the land. And while Billy was heading for campsite Ramada, John was heading for campsite Regatta. For landlubber Billy soon did note, that Navy John was born to float. Try as she might, and she gave quite a fight, she could not lick being seasick. But there are fond memories from her England sailing, from England, sailing buddies do write of what a wonderful place Vine Street was to stay the night. The Whites tell us. No?
Kim.
Stand up next to your grandmother.
Wait, we are so
Come over here and read it, honey.
Yeah, we can.
We are so sorry that we won't be with you all in person to celebrate Billy's birthday, but we'll certainly be thinking of you all on our first visit to America. With the British Airways Sailing Club, Billy and John were our hosts and were impressed. We had a lovely welcome in their homes with views across the bay. Enormous notes were pasted on our bedroom door, asking why we kept Brian out late, but staying we could sleep in the morning. Your little prayers on the breakfast table, your super American accent when you called John's name. All of these memories are with us still. Reminders of our first visit to the USA. Billy, you're welcomed our girl, Elaine, into your home and helped her by being a friend. Have a lovely time on July 29th. Please find time to visit Britain. We would love to see you. We also retire this year. Love from Iris and Charlie.
Very good, very good.
That's good. You did good.
We're getting there. Okay. In San Francisco, they actually came to enjoy being called grandparents. For part of them, Allison, Kimberly, and Melissa obviously did inherit. Here they sent Brian off to college, only to have him return
Oh, well.
with young bride Jackie. My, what he'd learned. Told you. And while they thought they had had an empty nest, the young couple moved in. A real mother-in-law test. It was here Billy decided to work part-time.
This is not the right order.
Go ahead.
And is currently devoting her efforts to crime. For we know she plays a very key role for anyone who happens to be on parole.
You're really pretty good.
And here friend Carolyn tells a tale of hope about the times they spent working for Cho. Kimmy. Melissa, Kimmy.
You want to stand up there?
Go ahead.
Remember, wires, we cut them, we twisted them, we glued them, we trimmed them, we adjusted them, baskets, we stuffed them, we mossed them, we arranged them, for all the benefit of Cho. The hours we spent, the choices we made, the time we consumed, all for the benefit of Cho. Thanks for the start of the delightful friendship. Happy birthday, little girl. Carol.
Little girl.
You did well.
But maybe best of all, it was here they did find a use for the boat that had Billy For finally John could actually boast he'd found the perfect floating cocktail party host. And as long as the dock and her do not part, she thoroughly enjoys her newfound lark. Billy, many friends send their best wishes to you tonight. Here's some of the thoughts they did write. Don Huntermore says your age must be iffy, for you don't look a day over 60.
You could have said 50.
Yeah, I was hoping for 50, yeah. Well, you know Hunter, he's
I do.
honest priest,
Too
honest
honest,
priest,
yeah.
Lynn and Archie don't want us to insist on your being 65, for they think that at 21 you really thrive. Sister Jacinta tells
Holy
us of-
smokes, you're up to the whole world!
Sister Jacinta tells of the warm welcome she found when she was the new sister in town. All the way from England, Elaine and Ian are demanding an age recount. Surely there must be a mistake, no doubt. The Pattersons were left quite upset, for they thought right up to the last minute that this party would be the perfect chance for a visit. The list goes on and on. Mary and Jimmy, Betty and Bruce, everyone's wishes are fond. But to end the saga, we must relate the tale of a similar party for her mate. The plans for Dad's birthday sure went awry, based on the direction United decided to fly. Oh, only Billy could come up with such a dilly of an indirect route to his party hoot. For John and Billy set off for a surprise in Phoenix and ended up in Chicago with their daughter speechless. But that's okay. This is what we've come to expect. We only wonder what she will come up with next. It's part of her charm. We know she means no harm. So from all of us and those who could not be here, we give you our love, Mother dear.
Oh, Karen, that was wonderful.
Karen, I never knew.
Now, that's a different, you can sit there now.
No, that's still too close to the camera.
Really?
And that one. And one's
One at a time here.
This one has to be the first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Announce who they're from, if you can.
This has no label.
Yeah.
This is anonymous.
Not for long.
It's better on paper.
Can I see? I don't know if I want to look at this. This is something silly. My birthday surprise.
I want you to read this. Just read out loud the first couple of pages.
But there's no name from who it came from.
No.
you'll see.
Oh, I already saw the last page. This book was created especially for Billy Ritchie. Happy birthday, Mom. Love, Brian, Karen, and Daniel. August 1st, 1989. It was a wonderful day in Belmont, California for Billy Ritchie, age 65. It's not
It's in print. Oh.
It's going to take me a long time to go scratching out all those numbers. Today was her, anyway, it's a all tailored.
Yes.
The last page is Billy Ritchie enjoyed the special gift from Brian, Karen, and Daniel. Where's Daniel?
I don't know.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
You guys really keep the whole course here.
Okay, I'll give them the presents.
My seat.
Okay. That one doesn't need a tag.
That was a good one. Gene did write a good letter, didn't he?
Yes, he just never shuts up, does he? That's just you. Now you look like the queen.
That's right.
Really?
I'll take it off.
No, there it is.
It matches.
Oh, Ronnie, how cute. These are when we were at the Ruby's. huh?
Patterson's, yeah.
Oh, how nice. Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
You know who these people are?
That's you and that's Grandpa. That's Grandpa.
She made the book too, honey.
Put those in the bathroom. For somebody with a frog. Oh.
Is my hat on straight, Melissa?
Yeah.
I'm afraid to look at this. I am. I was right. How about that? Oh, that's wonderful, Ronnie. That's wonderful. I love you.
You look great there,
Of course, these women are all older than I am.
Oh, that's good. We all were having a good time.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Now, when we come to visit, we expect to see that living
Off the mantle.
over the mantle. That sounds good.
We know you're coming, it'll be at the front door.
Nobody home.
How often does it rain?
Hey, Richie, happy birthday. What is this?
Video. Why don't we see that at the end?
What's next?
It doesn't have a name?
I think it's from a group. Karen, the video?
Oh, yes, we have a video from some friends that
Who?
we will
Play at the end.
play at the end. Yeah.
But who?
You'll find
Wait a minute.
Linda Lovelace.
We all know.
Oh, good old Linda.
One of your California buddies made a film for you.
Uh-oh.
Here, can we take the rest?
All right, we'll keep this one here, okay? Because that's just a tape, okay? Mom, I bet I can tell who this is from the right. Yeah, right. Chicken scratch and crust. Printing's okay. So they're back. Happy birthday, Dan and family. Who's that? Who's that? Huh? Dan and another one. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm?
Can we put him on the chair? Ma'am?
How about that? Here, I put one
On
in
the
here.
chair.
Want to do that?
Let's take it on.
You know what's in there?
I do.
You didn't tell me? Huh? How come, I thought you were my friend, Kim. I thought we were pals. And you didn't tell me anything about this.
Karen, like that anymore. She didn't tell me what's.
What did I do? What have I done now?
Well, she's mad at me. You might as well be too.
Everybody's not your pal. We didn't know what you got to say. Not you.
Secret. Oh, how pretty. Loverly.
Oh, isn't that?
Very nice.
Oh,
Very
it's
nice.
very
I really like it. Oh, yes. You can't. It's not Christmas, no.
Oh, it's better. It's better.
She said she had it for
Here,
Christmas.
here now. Here. Now you give it and let everybody look at it, huh? Give it to Allie and she'll pass it around, okay? That's very good.
That's great.
Well, this one doesn't look right. Yeah, it'd be a little bit bad. Here, Bill. John Glory Roy. I love that little insert in there for you. That's charming.
Another part from.
This one here is
People on opposite ends of the country,
It
so
should have stayed with me.
I'm getting it for somebody. I'm in San Francisco. getting
Last
it for
present
somebody.
you cannot rip.
Do the bag.
And we got our ripping, our ripping thing.
You have a ripping thing.
What's that?
You can or you can't?
Not. You rip it.
Oh,
you'll have to
let's
rip it.
see.
Oh, no, I don't do that.
65 times. Read it out loud.
No,
You friends?
She's pregnant.
Kimberly, no.
Well, Mom, I could never borrow your shoes or anything. Maybe I could borrow.
How nice.
Oh, yummy.
Yummy.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Oh, how clever.
What do we got?
But put this on the top so people can read it too when they look at it. Then they'll know what it is. Wait till it comes back and you can see it.
What is it?
You see it.
It looks yummy.
It looks yummy.
But I don't know what it is.
Yeah. You have to read the card. There.
Have a card.
Party circuit.
This one doesn't have a phone. Oh, read it. This is from the, of course, the best looking was my three brothers, seeing as how the other two are not.
True.
Oh, that's pretty. And the stains will show inside.
You don't use enough tea to make
That's
it.
pretty. You've seen me drink tea, right? Yes. See, it's the same as the bottle.
You're gonna love this box.
Am I?
Let's see this back there.
Oh,
Yeah. They're ice cubes.
I think
They don't believe it.
everybody else can see it pretty well.
Oh, yeah, just put some box. Wait a minute, let's see.
I don't did this.
Oh, there it is?
Yeah.
See if I'm right.
It is pretty.
Who do you think it is?
I'll tell you after.
Interesting.
Red?
Oh, how nice.
Who's it from? You right?
You don't know
That's
these
him.
people, no?
Okay. Who are you writing?
Next one.
Here, no, the card has to go.
Where do I get it?
Oh, that's very mistake. Cute. Can I pass it down?
Why don't you wait till it goes with this, honey, okay? Upside down. How did this get here? Hmm?
Who's that from? Somebody sent
Karen, how did this get here? How did this get here from this one? David and Vita.
UPS?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Isn't that nice? This is a picture lady that would rival Sophie.
She's the word.
Oh, is it an album of pictures?
It's an album for pictures.
Oh, not you
Very
for
good.
you.
Yes. She
You got
would
plenty
rival
of-
you.
There's something slipping out the bottom. I think you need Sophie's help to put it together.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's just the, that's when I need more pages to number it. Yes, please.
You like to do that, Sophie, put albums together?
Billy,
The heavy boxes are heavy.
Yes, I did. Melissa showed that to me.
Oh.
You're how old?
Yeah.
Is that what it says, you're how old?
Oh, I guess I can quit lying about my age from here on out.
Everybody knows. It's your birthday.
Isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Well, there's something to that, so. Sure. You don't get rid of that.
Who's that from?
So, Sophie and Frank. My goodness.
Just what you need. A box.
How am I gonna get it out? I can't open this.
I said.
You got a knife?
Are you opening upside down, Billy?
I never without them.
You better watch it.
Hey, you were
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe, wait, a minute, there it goes.
There.
No, she doesn't. Someone I can call.
Oh my God, we may take care of all our pictures yet, Sophie. You may empty out the
Wow.
There's room for 400.
How many of these this size do you have now? Tell the truth.
Well, I have a couple back.
You can put the paper in here. You don't need these.
Now
Yeah, you were, yeah.
Not this one, but last one.
So it's like different sizes.
Yeah, right.
They always do that. Every 10 years they come up with different size
Size,
prints.
yeah.
So you just do away with your all that you have, you know.
Takes us about 10 years to put ours.
Oh, here, that's a darling car. Yes, no. Karen, that's a cute car.
Oh, you want
I don't know. I don't know. That's darling.
Wait, that notebook.
I had a friend that she said her kids always used to say, "Don't look at me. Don't look at me, little bit cute. Don't look at me." Wait, you left the mess?
Don't know.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know.
There you go.
And this is from. Oh my goodness, how cute!
Heavy?
Oh, there's one in the backyard like that.
That's how you make a skirt.
Oh,
Isn't that
Bird
darling?
house?
You've been trying to make one.
Isn't that cute? You have to pass this around.
Oh.
I'm gonna let you your mom.
The bird feeder.
Squirrel here. Drop it now. That's darling.
Have them like glasses.
Sure.
No, it's different, isn't it?
I think
Yeah.
it was Captain. No. Yes, I get the rose.
Yeah, one for each. Billy, do you have a lot of different birds in your yard?
We have a lot of birds. There are a lot of hummingbirds now.
Lots of hummingbirds, really?
Oh, I love that little bird.
Surprise. Boy, that's a bird that's hard to keep.
Now what?
You did a good job.
Oh, yeah? Are you done, Hubbard? Back to the group.
Brian and Jack.
Thank you, Brian and Jack.
Oh, that's a big present to bring from Denver.
Did you bring this?
I bought it in pieces. No, it's just, one present.
Isn't it?
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ragdoll. You can't rip it.
Have I got it upside
You
down?
already ripped it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Don't you know when you're 65 you can do whatever you want?
Fragile.
Is it really?
How would they eat the
No.
bones?
They just put that on there.
Might be all ours. I'd have to hang it over here.
Yeah, that's, you're right. You're right. Thank you for that.
Our birds like those.
Percent.
Don't want to see them
You
go
need a
by
knife,
the
Roy?
thing, the
I
donuts
think
out of
so.
there.
Another box.
I need a.
Just dirty.
Have I got the top up?
No.
I don't want to open it the wrong place. Okay.
Let's see if I can find it.
27 of that flat.
Bill's got
Boom,
some.
they're gone. They go. Needless to say, that's the fattest birds. Oh,
Well,
absolutely.
that's wrapped pretty thoroughly, isn't it?
Yeah, I should say it is.
Here you go.
Good job.
Never mind.
Fragile, fragile. Uh-uh.
There's no blade in it.
It won't hurt you.
She's doing a pretty good job.
There.
No.
Popcorn.
Melissa.
Got a whole box of those?
Just
Is that what it is?
reach
Yeah, I've
down,
got some of these.
just
I mean,
reach
I
down
have
for
to-
something and then pull it out. Pull the edges out first.
Okay, here, she's got.
That's it.
Wait a minute, honey.
Hold the sides up. I'll do it.
Will I drink anything if I pour it?
No.
If you live there long enough,
I know it'd be hard to guess, I think.
in 5 years, you're gonna need to have.
I think you get everybody in suspense.
Yeah, you definitely have.
Is it really? Oh, Brian, wonderful.
What is
Oh, I know
that?
this is called the end of the trail.
The what?
The end of the trail. It's a sculpture by a
Looks like a
guy
bird.
named Turk.
Looks like the eagle.
Oh,
Oh, we gotta take him out of here.
Do you want the knife?
is he pretty?
No, that's all right.
That's what
Where'd you get this at Denver Airport?
No, but I'll tell you the story.
Yeah, right.
something, yeah.
I can see where you want to leave this there, Brian. Well, that's right. Oh, I want to take it out. Should I open?
Use the knife. Can you do it?
Excuse me.
The other way.
Where does it hurt?
Just like me.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Allison's reading his card.
Better, but it's exactly right.
Well, we can reference
Is it?
this goes in his.
Same, but you gotta look forward to it.
No, trust me, I don't write like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
No.
He did a bowl while he was sitting there. He just tangled up, and I just, it was amazing. Now, how in the world you could do something like that?
His feet fell.
Boy, that looks gorgeous.
Very hard, wasn't it? That's how we feel at the end of the day, right?
Yeah. Is that an Indian?
Broke. Oh.
He lost his foot.
Legs off.
Gee, he got her tracked so well, too. My Lord, I can't believe that was great.
It's on his leg, the bottom of his leg, just like your foot. Let's put this in here though, so it doesn't.
What is that?
It's like his spear.
I did not do it.
Do you remember that painting that Mom had, Neil?
With the Indian?
Yeah, the end of the trail by this guy Turner. He won the Pan Pacific exhibition in 1915 with this.
Yeah,
I've seen that,
I've seen that
painting.
before.
Yeah.
I've seen the painting too.
A painting or just a print of this?
Or maybe a print.
No, a painting. There's a separate painting of it too.
Yeah.
And he did
Yeah,
the
I've
painting
seen it.
first, and then he did this.
Oh, we did the painting first and then did that?
As
Okay,
I
didn't know that.
recall. And then not only that, I can't find the print of that anywhere. That painting, in colors and everything.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not like this. It's
I've seen it.
Mom had that, remember she had that, I always wanted to print that, I've never been able to print it. Look everywhere for it. Now I do have this.
Yeah, it's better, yeah.
She's gonna have to have this foot glued back on.
Who's the figure on the
Indian.
That's pretty
Supposed to be an
nice.
Indian.
Is it an Indian?
Do
Indian.
we have any surprise presents?
He had kind of a spear in his hand.
Yeah, that's all Billy.
Thank you all. That's lovely.
I got your head cut off there.
What'd you ask?
Hey, good night, Billy.
Good night. Make a wish, don't you? As a matter of fact. What do I put it on? What do I? Lord, this is.
36.
Yes, I was willing to do that for 56, but that is sour.
Break out some song.
Now you give me a fork. This is how we're going to do this. Hold on. Now I'll give this to Karen because she's the one who did all the work.
We're supposed to take it.
I want to thank everybody, the wonderful party, and especially Karen for all the work she did. But I also want to get even. So here's your present. And you must open it.
I must?
Yeah. Because it's your birthday too.
Today.
Yeah. Well, the 1st of August. Yeah. Wait a minute, get the camera on her.
No. Zero in on it.
I'm real worried. Much love, Mom and Dad.
So far, so good.
Starting out all right. Pretty paper. Papa, you want to open this? You want to open it?
You may tear the paper violently.
Now he's interested.
Lead, coal,
He's
all that coal
sniffing.
they had to give you when you were young. That's
They did. No. What did they give? Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
There's a video.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Oh, yes. A surprise.
This is nice.
No, it absolutely wasn't. a
No.
surprise. Truly. No, this, well, he went along with this part of it. It's his fault. It's his fault. Do you know how to do this?
I do.
No.
You can turn that off.
I'm not sure.